Woods.
Yeah. I ain't been on here in like 3, 4 days, but you know I'm back. And guess what? We got the green screen with it too. You already know how we going, man. You already know what it is. But yeah, man, this how it looks on the green screen. So I'm like, I've been trying to do this way for the longest, bro, and finally got it. And bro, when I tell you, I've been waiting to do it this way for a long time, man. When you do it this way for a long time. But you know, we got another banger for y'all, man. This video is gonna be more like an educational video. I wanted to start doing kind of educational videos just because, you know what I mean. I don't see why not. You know, I want to help people out. I want to make sure everybody's great. You know, if I eat, everybody else eat too. You know, it's not always been that type of person. I've always been a person help motherfuckers out. So, you know, hey man, we here, man. But yeah, this video is basically about I'm kind of split it up between like a story time and like me actually story time, how I started doing credit. It's about credit. You know, this video about credit, and so I'm gonna probably do a story time about how I started credit and how I got to where I am now, and I'm gonna kind of give y'all a little, you know what I'm saying, a little, you know what I'm saying, a little guidance to like help y'all get better credit. My credit score right now is a 732. I want to say, I might show y'all. Let me show y'all real quick, man. Look. Hold on, let it bring. Oh, there you go. Look, that's my credit score, y'all. 732. Hold on. I'm back here. There you go. 732 in TransUnion, and in 739 Equifax. TransUnion and Equifax, it kind of go pair to pair, man. TransUnion usually take it's usually a harder, you know, it's usually a harder to build TransUnion, but Equifax is kind of easier, but it takes longer for your credit to actually get the Equifax. But TransUnion is faster, but it's kind of harder to build it, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now I'm getting notifications. All right, so look, boom. Story time on how I learned about credit. All right, so boom, right. I kind of learned about credit because everybody used to talk about it at my job. Not like talk about it heavy, but like more like they used to always ask me, "Do you have any credit and do you build credit?" And I didn't know. I barely knew what credit was when they was telling me. I'm like, nah, I didn't think I need no credit because you know what I'm saying. Other than I know you can get a house and you can get cars with it and shit. I didn't really know nothing about credit, you know. For all my upcoming juniors or whoever took econ or personal finance, bro, make sure y'all pay attention in that class. Econ and personal finance is actually a really good class. It's actually probably the best class in high school because it actually teaches you about the real world for real. For every other class is like, especially if you don't go to college. Every other class is like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but make sure y'all focus in that class, man. It actually teaches a lot about banking and, you know, credit and how to use the shit and everything, man. But, boom, right? So, I heard about credit before. I know how, like, this shit where I know it goes up and goes down. And, by the way, your credit gonna go up and go down regardless. Like, I've been in the sevens. I've been in the sevens probably, like, twice. I've been in the high sixes, like, 3 times. And I dropped it. I dropped as low as like probably like 530. So you know your credit gonna always rise and drop. It's gonna always rise and drop. You can do a good thing. You can pay something off, and your credit will drop. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. You know that's just how credit works. And but just always be ready to keep building it and keep you know what I'm saying which color. You know keep. You know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Keep building yourself. You know keep working on your credit. So basically, boom. People, like I said, people was always they was talking to me about credit and saying, "Oh, you need credit, you ain't got no credit and stuff like that." So I was like, "How do you know? How do I know about credit? And how do I know about it? I mean, how do I know about it? But how do I check my credit and how do I, you know, what I'm saying, make it better, right?" So you know, me, I work with a group. I work with a group of older people, You know, so you know what I'm saying. They always know. They always got knowledge. That's the part of the beauty of working with older people. They always got knowledge and they can always help you with stuff. So I worked with a group of older people, and they was just telling me like how to build my credit. It was like, well, you need a credit card, or you need to take out loans and pay them back and shit like that. So I'm looking like loan. I'm looking like a loan is a bad thing because like don't you gotta pay that back in like a certain amount of time? Not in every situation. I'm also gonna show y'all the loan app I use to pay back. I pay it back every 2 weeks. Like they give you like a time period to pay it back. I pay it back every 2 weeks, but I'm gonna show y'all that probably at the end of the video while I'm giving y'all the spill on what apps to use and stuff like that. I'll tell y'all that. Let me finish story time though. So boom, right. So I'm thinking like loans is kind of a bad thing because like I said, I don't know nothing about loans, don't know anything about it or anything. So nothing about credit at all. So boom, right. So so I talked to them, my coworkers, about credit and stuff, and I wanted to learn how to do it. So me and my really good coworker friend, I call her my work girlfriend. She helped me out with my credit a lot. Like she always told me, she always told me you always want to pay your credit card back she helped me sign up for my very first credit card. She always told me, you want to always pay your credit back, whether you want to always pay it back in full, so you won't be late on your credit cards. Then she told me the more credit you got, the more it will boost up. So me, I have 2 credit cards. The way I signed up for them, my cousin had this self credit card that he was telling me about. He used self, and I'm gonna show y'all that too. I'm gonna show y'all that too. I use self and I use Capital One. Usually Capital One come in the mail, and a lot of people don't use Capital One. I don't know why. I mean, it's not really nothing bad to it. You know what I'm saying? I even had some problems with Capital One, but one of the problems was I had overspent on accident, and they sent it to the bureau, and the bureau helped me, get the money back that I didn't want to spend, and shoot, and everything just came out normal. But boom, all right. So I ended up getting my first credit card, and I started using my first credit card. I started using it, and then I ended up using the self credit card too. My cousin had told me about using that, so. Boom, onto that. So usually what I kept doing, I kept building it. But it took a while for my self credit card to come in because, you had to do 3 payments for self. I'm also explaining that too at the end. But yeah, that's basically what I did to kind of get into it. It ain't really too much to it. Like I said, all I really did was just get credit cards. I got 2 credit cards. I had 3 on accident. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you about that too. I'm gonna tell y'all about which call at the end of the 2, and then closer to the end of the video, which I'm about to get into. But boom, right? So I had 2 credit cards. I ended up signing up for 2 credit cards, and I've been using the 2 credit cards. I still use the 2 credit cards, and that's just what kind of boosted my credit up. And yeah, but that's what they told me just to use and just keep constantly using it. And it was like you just gotta kind of just wait and be patient and never overspend what you're doing if you can't pay it back. Like I said, with credit, you always need to pay it back regardless of what it is. Always pay your credit cards back. Don't do no late payments. Don't do no minimum payments. No nothing. Pay your credit cards back. That's how you boost your credit. That's how you boost your credit. And don't go over your spending limit. Right? I'm also explaining that too. But yeah, that's basically the story time on how I started my credit. It sounds like I said I asked for help. I wanted to learn about credit. I asked, they helped me, and boom, from there it was just that. So now I might tell y'all about the credit card. I might show y'all about the credit cards that I use, what the apps and the credit cards that I use, and yeah, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna get into it and kind of explain it. Okay, so one of the credit cards I use. Right, boom. So one of the credit cards I use is Self. Look, right. I'll show you the app. Okay, this is the app. This is the app that I use. Let it focus. There you go. This is the app that I use. It's called Self. Basically about Self is it's a credit card that builds your credit. It builds your credit. Like I was telling y'all, it's a credit card that builds your credit. I had this one. This is my second credit card I use, and I use this off like some little shit. Probably like I use it for I'm gonna pull it up on the screen too. I'm sure y'all even better glimpse of it. I'm sure I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for y'all. Pull it up on the screen for y'all. Okay. All right. All right. This is basically how it looks. This is basically how it looks. This is, like I said, it's a credit builder. So basically, with Self, you get you going if you start with Self, you gonna get I want to say it's like 3 months. It's a builder. You gotta save up to, I want to say, like, I don't remember the exact price, but I want to say like to like 100 and something. So when they give you a credit card, they give you a spending limit of probably like, I think your first spending limit is probably like $25. Then your second spending limit, they don't want you to go over 30%. Reason why they don't want you to go over 30%, because it's a percentage thing. It depends on how much you save, how much you use it, and whether or not they want to give you a credit limit. So basically, what this credit limit is a credit increase where you can use more money or you spend it, but it will be their decision if they want you to, do it. They just offered me another credit limit. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at on my phone. They was offering another credit increase because I've been paying back on time and I've been, using it. But basically, this is what I use. One of the things I use to get my credit better. Get my credit better. This is one of the things I use. And this is another one I use. I know a lot of people might know about this one. Capital One. I use Capital One. This is kind of another thing I use. Capital One. I use Capital One. And I'm gonna show y'all on my phone I use it. This is usually probably the main thing I use. I've been using my Capital One card a lot lately, just to try to save some money. And the good thing about Capital One, and the good thing about Self and Capital One, they give you a month to pay it back. See, I didn't pay it back. Hold on, I'm trying to show y'all. There I go. I didn't pay, not pay, but my credit. Y'all see my credit limit? 1,628. I use $154. I actually used more than that yesterday. Let me show y'all my pendings. I used more than that yesterday. But yeah, once you spend stuff, you can go to your pendings. They show, you know what I mean? Go to your pendings and show how much you use. You know what I'm saying? If you mess with your credit card, and they give you a number to call if your pendings is wrong. So let's say if you haven't been using your credit card and somebody else been using it because they got your credit card number, right? So you can call them and let them know, hey, somebody used my credit card that I didn't use and I don't know about it. They'll go past, they'll be like, or name all the stuff that you didn't put. So you just listed names and stuff, which is good in pending. That's why in pending is good, that you can list it all. They'll go to your pendings and then you can see your pendings and you can just name all the stuff you do and they'll take it all out from you not using it and they'll let you pay what you gotta pay by Capital One. And the good thing about Capital One is they give you a month. They give you a month to use the credit card and also pay it back. So let's say if I use a credit card, if I use a credit card on the 19th, right? August 8th, and the bill's due on the 19th, right? So you would pay it on the 19th. And also on the 19th, you also get your money back that same exact day. When I say to get your money back, not actually get your money back, you pay for it, but you will get your credit limit back, as in you can spend more money off the card. And then your balance will say zero. Instead of saying, you know how my balance was saying, let me show y'all. y'all see how, hold on. Y'all see how current balance say 154? That current balance would say 0. And then I have so right now I got 1800. Not yet right now, but when I pay it off, I have 1800 in my account every time. It's back out to 1800. Once I pay this 154 off, I'd be right back out to 1800 on the day that they on the day that you pay it back. You'll be right back at your You won't get it back exactly the exact same time you pay it back, but like a few hours later they'll give you 1800 back, and it'll say current balance. How your current balance is 0, right? It's a lot to explain just off of just kind of like one video. I have to do it. I was just kind of just showing y'all what I kind of use and shit like that, and kind of showing y'all how it kind of works. But yeah, another thing with credit too, like I said, don't overspend. So if I got a credit limit of 1800, don't overspend that. You want to spend, if you got 1800, you want to spend probably like, I want to say, you can use about half of it, but your credit won't go as high as it could be. See, because they don't want you to spend 50% of your credit. They want you to spend about 40 and lower. So I say you can spend about maybe 750. Or anything lower than that, then your credit will be under 40. I want to say it's like a percentage. And your credit will be under 40. You have to actually do it to actually understand it. But because me explaining it, it's kind of like I got to kind of like show you like in person. Like me, I'm an in person type of person. I can show you up here, but like I said, I'm not logging into the accounts and nothing like that to actually show you. So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of harder to kind of explain it like that. But what I'm saying is basically you want to keep yourself at a certain percentage, so your credit will build faster. And with good credit, you can do more things. You can buy a house, you can buy a car. You know what I'm saying? With good credit, you can do a lot of other stuff with good credit. And it's always good to have good credit anyway. Just for the hell of it, for real. But that's one part of it. Oh yeah. And loans. I'm show you what I use for my loans. I use this thing called. It's called OPP, not PPP loan. OPP. I don't know what it is. PPP, all that scamming shit. I ain't got time. I ain't with all that scamming shit, y'all. Don't trust me. This shit works. The junk I use works. I'm sure. Hold on. Click on it. It's a thing. It's right here. It's a thing called. Hold on. It's a thing called. It's right here. Called OPP loan. It actually works. You go out there, you set up a loan. Which color? They're gonna ask for your bank information and everything. They're gonna send them the loan. Probably like I got mine 3 days later after I did all my information for it. They're gonna send you the loan, and they're gonna give you a payment plan to pay it back. And that also builds your credit too. Me personally, I think I'm gonna pay it off before the payment loan, or I might pay a big purchase off on it. I might make a big purchase off on it. But I don't know yet. It just depends on how much money I got at the time, and if I wanna pay it off that fast. But yeah, I had to take out a loan for my car. I had to fix my car and everything. Yeah, but yeah, man. So it's okay to take out loans. It's not nothing bad. As long as you pay them back, and as long as you be on your shit for credit, man. Look. Basically, with credit, man, it's all about borrowing and paying back. If you borrow something for somebody, you're gonna pay it back, right? That's the only thing with credit. It's the exact same thing. If you're gonna use two credit cards, make sure you got the money to pay them back. If you're gonna use any type of loan, make sure you got the money to pay it back. You got like I said, the app I use, I just showed y'all, the OPP app, OPP loan app. It works. And if you follow me on anything, You're gonna see at the end of the video my Instagram and everything. If y'all need help with anything, just hit me up and let me know. If y'all want to do it, I'm gonna send y'all the invite or whatever to how to I'm gonna send y'all the invite, and y'all need me, just hit me up on Instagram and just ask me how to use it and everything. I help with that too. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, credit it's not tough, man. It's easy once you get the hang of it. Like I said, I can't really explain everything. I'm not really a good explainer of shit. Like I can tell you and like I can tell you how I started and you know what I'm saying, how I learned about it and shit, but I can't really explain the whole shit. It's something like kind of you gotta like kind of like grasp on and learn how to do yourself. Cause everybody gonna use a credit card and use their loans in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Me, I use a payment plan for my loans, and I use credit cards in a decent way. So I know I always put money up there for my credit cards to pay them back and everything, and with the loans, payment plan. So boom. But man, if y'all need help, man, look up YouTube videos. That's what I did. I looked up YouTube videos on how much I need to spend off of it. Is it better to, pay it on time or pay it later? You know what I'm saying? That's what I use. I use YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I figured it out and my credit is booming. You know what I mean? So, but that's it for today's video, y'all. Make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe. And we on to the next video, man. Try to get it out there. Peace.